Hey guys, welcome to the Season 11 wrap-up for Blood, Sweat, and Beers. Congratulations to Augustus Gloop 9, powered by H2. It was quite a run you had through the playoffs, unbeatable as it turned out. Very nice. So it was interesting, your numbers, you got hot at the right time, which we talked a little bit about as far as adjusting some of maybe our rules about the playoffs. We'll see if what happened here this season affects that at all. But you took down the number one team, the second highest scoring team, and you did it in fairly impressive fashion. So after averaging just about 120 points a game through the season, you went on a tear through the 3 weeks of the playoffs, averaging almost 170 behind that monster 213 point game. So everybody hit at the right time. Lamar Jackson's probably going to be chosen next year's draft way too early. Just a first prediction for next year, but we'll have to see how it goes. He certainly did you well this year, so congratulations again. Just as a look back on all the things that happened over the course of this season, we're not going to talk at all about Keith's body parts. Instead, we'll just focus on some of our the enjoyable guest hosts that we had throughout the season. It was enjoyable for me because I didn't have to do every video each week, every recap. It was probably enjoyable for you because you didn't have to watch me every single week. But it was kind of interesting as we look back at kind of the recap there. We think about our first guest host. We had John. We had Poncho. He brought some stats. It was good. He gave us some numbers. He gave us a little bit of production value. You might notice some of the tape that he had up there with some of his decorations. He had a sponsor, Taco Bell. So that was nice. Kind of gave us some groundwork, laid the foundation for some of the other guest hosts to come. But then hot out of the gate, on our very next one, we had Schwersky, Bill. Aaron was able to pull some strings, got us Bill over here, and that was fun. We had a good time with that. Takes you back a little bit to some of the SNL days. Keith, that's Saturday Night Live, but unfortunately after Eddie Murphy. So you might Google it. That's www.google.com on the internet. Ask John if you're not sure about the internet. Anyway, we enjoyed Schwersky. It was great to see him, hear from him. And other than that little profane rant at the end, solid guest host. I think that inspired our next guest host. We got a posthumous guest host in Matt Foley, which was kind of nice. So we got to see Matt down here, and he kind of upped the ante. So Schwersky had a little bit of comedy there. He had a little bit of the physical comedy with his little dance that he did, which was kind of fun. But then Foley's got to one-up it and go over the top, breaking furniture, pushing kids around, kind of up the production value there quite a bit. But we enjoyed that one. We enjoyed that one as well. Then what happened? We ended up with yet another guest host. Who was our fourth guest host? Our fourth guest host. We really pulled out all the stops. Joe, unbelievable that he was able to do this, and he pulls in the big GB. Not just one, but two. We got to see and hear from the governing body. Never thought that they'd care about our league, much less football. I feel like that maybe might come out in a Watchtower article soon, that football's okay and that it's a fun sport. We'll have to see what that comes from, but maybe the highlight of our guest host. So that was a whole lot of fun. And then of course we had Mr. Phillip Rivers. Not a real animated guy, kind of funny, but kind of stiff. as he's giving an interview or doing a guest host, but we certainly appreciated him showing up. He was very, very busy, losing games and fumbling all over the place, both literally and figuratively. So we certainly appreciate him taking time out of his busy NFL and family schedule to share some points with us. And then finally, we ended up with Nathan. If any of you guys have seen Nathan, please let us know. We're about ready to put his picture on some milk cartons, so hopefully it doesn't get to that. But we enjoyed this 11th season. No matter how it started, it was fun all the way through. Congratulations to Gloop. Congratulations to Harrison. Be looking forward to that lightning bolt emblazoned Pilsner trophy very soon.